This is actually really neat. So remember we talked about how SNK Playmore has decided to get back into games and such like that, and it was largely inspired by the sales of their games on Steam.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
The SNK Playmore chief says that part of their revived gaming division is going to include Samurai Shodown.
Is there any more info than that? Because I tried to read into it a little bit and I didn't really find anything. I didn't know if it was just the one statement or... I
don't see anything extra
really I didn't either. But in any case...
apparently I said and such like that again.
God, I missed it. It's hard for even me to notice.
Yeah, I know. That's really bad.
God. All right. Well, I'll really try to pay attention now.
Okay.
Anyway, that was a very surprising thing for me, but awesome. They could make it a great game. We'll see what they do.
I really just wish, if there was one game that needed to be rebalanced and re-released, it's Samurai Shodown 2. Samurai Shodown 2 is still to me one of the most pinnacle of artistic fighting games. It's such an awesome game, and I love the way that the game feels. I love the flow of it, that it is not about hitting... I mean, that's a game that teaches you not to hit a lot of buttons, because you hit a lot of buttons, you die fast in that game. And so, man, that would be so awesome, because honestly, at the highest level, it is the worst fighting game. That's right, we were talking about this with Kim. Ukyo is just the most garbage fight in the world. It's just so bad, because he has that slash move that is... just ridiculously safe and plus, or so it's just slide. It wasn't even air fireballs like I thought it was gonna be. When I saw someone try to give me an example of bad high level Samurai Shodown 2 and I saw Ukyo, I thought it was just gonna be them throwing air fireballs. It wasn't even that. It was just ping, 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 and that was it. So yeah. But
anyway, that sounds very cool. I hope that they do some good stuff with that.
Yeah.
They're also going to bring Metal Slug back, apparently.
Yeah, the Samurai Shodown 2 computer is just the most ridiculous computer ever. Yeah. Charlotte has this move where she hops up with her knee and attacks you. The computer uses this anti-air and you can't beat it at all.
Oh yeah, I meant to.
Okay, maybe it doesn't actually. Never mind. Actually, she doesn't use it. You could probably beat it if you just played well. So. Yeah, it's nice. So we have something that tells me I'm wrong all the time. So
just take care of something here.
But yeah, I mean that's the game that has spawned so many awesome bad English. Some of my favorite bad English, like Victory.
Oh right, yeah.
Victory, and then the whole opening scroll of Samurai Shodown 2 is so good. I'll have to look for it later on. So.
So coming up, an announcement of an announcement on January 26th.
Which is a Tuesday.
Oh, interesting, interesting. EVO will announce its games lineup and its hotel.
That's right.
For this summer.
On January 26th, yep. Right. And I'm going to guess, because it's on Tuesday, that it will probably happen on Capcom Pro Talk.
That would make sense.
With Mike Ross. That's how they did it last year.
Right.
And then we will be right there to analyze everything that they say.
That's why they do it.
Exactly.
It's all for us.
Mm-hmm. To give us information.
Well planned.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really interested in this year. Because I feel like a lot of events have really stepped up in the past few years, right? I mean, EVO keeps growing. They keep doing crazy things like the freaking screen, the giant wide screen is the most amazing thing.
That was nice.
But Wizard tweeted out, he was EVO's 2016 motto, go big or go home.
Really?
Yeah. So he tweeted that out, and I was like, So I'm actually kind of excited to see what they're going to...
I feel like there's more potential controversy in the games this year than usual. It's as the last few years have gone on, there have been more and more games, and there has been more controversy, but it's really about, are there going to be 2 Street Fighters? And... Right. If there are 2 Street Fighters, does that mean that you can't have some other game? Is some other game going to be out of it because of that, or are they just going to suck it up and somehow have potentially 4 games: Melee, Smash 4, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, that all have 2,000-ish, maybe more entrants?
Right.
Is that going to be even doable? I don't know. And it's hard for me to take a position on it because I want Street Fighter 4 players to be able to play their game still. I don't, I always think it sucks when games die. At the same time, I would feel bad if other game series were left out in order to have 2 Street Fighters.
Right.
And I'm not sure that the scenes for Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5 are so different as to require 2. For Melee and Smash 4, the scenes are quite separate. And I feel like that's a big reason to be cool with having both of those games. But I'm not sure that that's going to be the case for SF because it hasn't been in the past.
Right.
But we'll see it. Maybe it will be. Unfortunately, they have to make that call before the game comes out.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, well, why don't they just run all the games, like some crazy Big E events and stuff like that, right? I mean, it's harder because, they have to squeeze everything on Sunday. It's
so many more people.
It's just, yeah, exactly. It's just such a bigger kind of event venue that I just don't feel like they can run every game,
Yeah.
The nice thing about it is last year Mad Catz did a lot of the side tournaments in their booth and such, so I'm pretty sure they'll do that again. I said and such, so I just.
I totally missed it. Really,
but I didn't finish it. I just said and such. I didn't say the rest, so I'm like, okay.
Well, I always missed it anyway.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But it's good, that he's been able to give some of those other games their stream time and such.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
I heard that one.
It was coming out.
I heard that.
out. Yeah, for sure. Oh man, that was wow. This is really eye-opening. Today is a very eye-opening day. It's a very eye-opening day. But that should be super exciting.
So that's announced on the 26th of January, towards the end of this month.
Some Pokken tournament news. They have a 4th new character coming January 15th, but I don't even know how to pronounce that. Braixen, Mewtwo, and Garchomp are joining the roster, and a 4th new character will be announced on January 15th.
Do you think Mewtwo looks stupid?
Like, in general, overall, Mewtwo? I never thought about it, to be honest with you.
Look at those legs.
He's got really thick thighs.
He has huge thighs.
Maybe he's a Chun-Li fan.
And a giant butt.
Maybe he's a Chun-Li fan.
I think he's dumb. I think he looks stupid.
Isn't he like one of the most popular Pokemon?
Yeah. That's why he's in everything. And it was like a big thing when he wasn't originally in Smash 4.
Alright, I'm saving this one for last because this one is really big and really important and everybody should check this out. Everybody should watch this. Everyone should do everything about it. So, Esteban Martinez, I think is his last name.
I believe you're right.
Yes, Esteban Martinez has completed his FGC Rise of the Fighting Game Community documentary. Just came out maybe yesterday or a couple of days ago. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. You should definitely check it out. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I have not had a chance to sit down and watch it yet, but I've heard lots of good things about it.
And I'll definitely be watching it, buying and watching it for sure.
And it's you can buy the film for $10, but you can donate more if you really want to, if you enjoy it and such. But you can also rent it for $4. So usually when you rent digital content, it just means that you're allowed to stream it for a certain time period. Like the first time you watch it, as soon as you start it, then from that point forward, you can watch it for free for a certain amount of time and then it goes away. But definitely, please support it. Look, he's been working on it for 2 years. I'm sure it cost him a lot of money. I see some people in the chat already saying like $10 is too much. And I mean, like I said, you can rent it for $4. But look, people don't understand how expensive it is to produce content. And when you do understand how expensive it is to produce content, you tend to be a little more sympathetic to the cause, I guess you can say. And when you realize how much blood, sweat, and tears goes into things like that, you gotta look at it from a different perspective.
I don't care how much it cost him to make, and it doesn't matter to me that he put in a lot of work.
Okay.
I just want to support it because it's FGC, and because I expect that it'll be good. There are many things that I don't care about supporting because they're not my thing. And I don't mind, ripping it. I imagine there are people who care about those things and support it. And I'm not one of those people. But for fighting games, I am. And I intend to support it in that way.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like everybody should support whatever your thing is. You should support it.
Yeah.
If your thing is fighting games, then do that. If it's something else, if you just really like books, buy books. If you really like music, you should support whatever your favorite artist is. You know what I mean? Like, just whatever it is. Yeah. If you don't care about something, fine, all right? We live in an age where you can be, a capitalist in an age where the price of many things is zero. Okay? That's fine. But it's nice to support things that support your stuff.
Look, if you do think $10 is too much, $4 for rent. If you don't think you're going to watch it more than once, then it's perfect. Just watch $4, watch it,
right,
and you're done. Right? Yeah. So there you go.
I'll get the full thing. I just want to support people who do cool stuff within things that I care about.
Absolutely. So definitely check that out. You can find that on fgcfilm.com. So you'll be able to find all the information and all the links and everything to get yourself a copy of that. So, like I said, I've heard very good things about it. I've heard it really provides a good view of the FGC for non-FGC people.
Yeah.
So I've seen, like, if you like FGC, but especially if you don't know anything about it, try to watch it, because it really does a good job educating you on fighting games.
Sounds good.
Okay. That's the last bit of news that I have.
Okay.
So, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about?
There was one thing that I did want to amend a little bit.
Okay.
Last week when we talked about our top players of 2015, both of us had Kazunoko in third, and we had him there exclusively because of Street Fighter 4. And in retrospect, that was not a good call.
Yeah.
Several people messaged us and tweeted us talking about how well he did in Guilty Gear. And not, sometimes he comes to the US and he wins Guilty Gear, and that's what I was thinking about, right? Like, oh, you won in the US. Fine.
Diss to all American Guilty Gear players.
But he also did really well at Arc Revo, right? So I just wanted to amend that a little bit and make it a little bit more fleshed out. I think in retrospect I would have him at number 2, not at number 3. Sonic Fox, who I had at number 2, wins in maybe more games, but there are not that many games that are tougher to win in than Street Fighter 4 and Guilty Gear Xrd, because there's such an amount of players for both of those games. And as much as I love a game like MK, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it has as many competitors as those games do. And so I just, just wanted to... A little late maybe, but we should have had it at the time. But.
Yeah, no, it was right, because I saw you're right, people tweeted at us, and I just kind of looked at it, I was like, dang.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's legit to win in the US. I don't want to downplay it too much, and it's not even just in Xrd. Like when he plays old gear, he does well. So I just wanted to.
Yeah, I agree. I would probably switch them around as well. Probably put.
You got to have 0 first.
Yeah, 0.
He had the best year. There's no doubt.
54 out of 55 tournaments, he got first place. I mean, that's unprecedented. So, okay. Anything else that you want to mention? Again, hopefully, when Street Fighter 5 comes out, I'll probably be trying to stream a lot more, playing that, do a lot of educational stuff on that game. We have this whole new studio set up. I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you prefer the burned background or the wooden background. Just tweet it to us, because it's hard for me to keep track of the stream chat all the time, like as we're going.
Well, let's talk about events coming this weekend.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because I know one of the big ones is KIT.
Yes.
In fact, there's another big one as well, Genesis, but we'll talk about both. KIT 2016, Kumite in Tennessee. A lot of good stuff is going to be there. I watched the Marvelous Essentials podcast, or Marvel Lives. I always get those two mixed up. Whatever the name is, the Marvel podcast. And they were talking about some of the really cool exhibitions that will be there, and a lot of top players will be there as well. On top of that, $10,000 pop bonus for MKX. And in fact, there's going to be a Tom Brady versus Sonic Fox battle in the Pandagon. Yeah, that's What do you think?
Man.
You don't believe, huh?
We'll see.
It's not going to be 13-0.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was just to say. All he has to do is win one game, and Tom Brady does not seem...
All he has to do is not challenge Sonic Fox to an additional 3.
It's true. He doesn't even have to win a game, and he would do better. Oh, man.
I think it'll be really fun to watch. Last time I saw Tom, he was talking about how he has some really new ideas for Sub-Zero. Okay. So
it's not like I'm not a fan of Tom. I'm just saying, like, I haven't seen him place well at a lot of tournaments recently.
No, you're right. You
know, so I'm just curious about that. I mean, I didn't even know he was still playing it seriously.
There were some tournaments that he couldn't make it to.
Okay.
But no, you're right though. You're right.
Okay.
So the main one is going to be mainstream. I should say Panda X Gaming. There's also Panda X Gaming 2.
Someone said that he already said that he's not going to challenge him.
Is that reversed? I don't know. I heard that was supposed to be one of the Battle in the Pandagons. You know that they do it when Panda's streaming. Well, whoever it ends up being, I'm sure it'll be cool. NYC Furby will be there. Funky P, 645, Music City Smash, and Team_DRX. Yeah. All the big games you expect will be there.
USF4, MKX, Smash 4, Melee, Project M, Mario Kart 8. I wonder if it's going to be 150 or 200cc.
Should be 200, right?
I played... So 150 was the original highest speed.
Right.
They added 200 just to be crazy. And I played it, and it's might be one of my favorite ways to play the game. Oh. It felt really good.
No, I love it.
Because you actually had to use the brake button.
Mm-hmm.
Like
right, it feels like you're driving more.
Yeah,
right?
There's
more to do.
Have you played the 200cc? Oh, okay. UMVC 3, MVC 2, Tekken Tag 2, Tekken 7. I guess maybe the Mad Catz booth or something like that will bring you there. KI, DOA 5, last, LR. Xrd.
It's cool, man. Don't worry about it.
I think I got away with that one. Xrd, BBCPEX, Soul Calibur 5, and Injustice. So lots of games.
Come on. All right, I got it.
Okay.
All right, so that's in Memphis, Tennessee. This weekend starts Friday, goes through Sunday.
Mm-hmm. And also coming up this weekend, a huge Smash event, which is Genesis 3 is coming up. And this is... They missed breaking the EVO record by like 20 people.
Right, super close.
That's how many people they got to enter this tournament. So that's really cool.
It's basically 2,000 people, right, for Melee.
Yeah, for Melee. It was like 1,800 and something or other. So, yeah, It's going to be a massive tournament. They're doing a lot of stuff. You can already see a lot of like the production that's going on. One of the interesting things, I guess maybe we could talk about a little bit, is that they are doing an all-female tournament. It's going to be a crew battle there.
Oh.
Right? Now, it's interesting because it was put together by a lot of the female players.
Okay.
You know, they worked with each other and talked about it. And there was even some questions on whether it should be streamed or not. And I talked to Milk Tea about that on Twitter. I was just like, don't stream it. Like, it shouldn't be a sideshow. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be. And the stream chat will be god-awful, let's face it, right?
Could be. So,
you know, it's really cool. So, you know, they can run this event, try it out, see how it works out, keep doing it at more events. And if it starts to get more people to play, and there's definitely seems to be a very strong solidarity among all the females who have entered it. In fact, they've all like unified their even Twitter icons, like their avatars and such. I almost said it again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was about to start moving the hands.
So it's really cool. It's really cool. You know, they're also trying some interesting things. This is the event that's going to have the top 32 players in Melee automatically float into the second round. That stirred up a bunch of controversy at one point in time. Frankly, I'm not a fan of it. It's their tournament. They can do whatever they want.
I'm totally with you on that. I'm totally with you on that. I don't like it either. I like the idea of having potential upsets. I don't want to give anybody a free pass. I'd rather make all the players play against people, and I want to give other people a chance to play against those top players in tournament. Right. So I feel like all those things are reasons to do it the normal way, but you know, it's their own thing, man. If people don't like it, don't go next year. Vote with your feet. I mean, seriously, yeah.
But it's going to be a really big tournament, very cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure Smash just, I don't know what it, like their scene just keeps growing and breaking records and just doing crazy things. So shout outs to that community.
For sure.
Okay.
That's in San Jose, you said?
Yes, that is in San Jose. Sorry. Boom, 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 boom. San Jose Convention Center.
Okay.
It will be streamed on Showdown Smash, Showdown Smash 2, Showdown GG, Showdown GG2, and LA_Smash. And it will be Melee singles and doubles, Wii U singles and doubles, and Smash N64 singles and doubles.
Sweet.
So they're running the whole gamut there. So good stuff.
Okay. Anything else going on this weekend?
Nothing major. Just a lot of the
Some
weekly stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
the Xrd,
Okay, cool.
at Mikado, Arcade Stream, USF4 monthly. Is this also in Japan? Oh, this is in Korea.
Well, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So those are coming up this weekend. Definitely check that out. But yeah, after that, the events start hitting big and fast right away. So
Yeah. Yes, Curly W apparently did the brackets. Yes.
oh, for Genesis?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard a lot of people complaining about the. No, I'm just kidding.
The
Totally.
guy who loves brackets more than
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah.
Anybody.
Even more than Tony Cannon. So
Yeah.
Tony Cannon's really good at brackets.
I know.
We used to call him the bracketologist.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a USF4 farewell tournament.
Oh.
Okay, so this is actually a pretty decently big one then.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so this is a USF4 monthly in Seoul. It'll be their farewell, final event for that. So that will be on twitch.tv/arcade stream.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, now,
in fact, Carnage, I did not watch a lot of AGDQ.
I was just gonna bring it up. Yeah, I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess you might not have seen enough to have thoughts, but I was just gonna ask what
I
your
was
favorite
really depressed
were.
that I didn't get to watch a lot of that. In fact, really the only thing I did manage to watch was the Splatoon speedrun in archive format.
Yeah.
So I just didn't have a chance to watch a lot of it.
I believe all of it's on YouTube now.
Yeah. In fact, I had a page open with someone doing a Reddit post that had all the archives listed and the timestamps of when everything started. It's really nice, but yeah, I can probably grab everything on YouTube. But I didn't get a chance to see a lot of it, and it makes me really, really sad because you don't get a better celebration of video games than AGDQ. And so the fact that I didn't get to see most of it, I mean, because Twitch is blocked at my work. That's the biggest problem. Otherwise, I would just have it on in the background. So.
A lot of good stuff. There was a lot of good stuff. I really enjoyed the awful games done quick section. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, I heard.
They just played terrible games. Thought that was cool. They got to 1.2 million, a little bit over that, which was great. Yeah, it was just really fun to watch. I watched a ton of it, and even when I wasn't really paying attention, it was on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's always one of my favorite weeks of the year for stuff to watch and sort of just things to do. It's what I did every night after work. I would come home and have dinner and watch the thing.
Right.
It was awesome. I really liked it.
Cool. Good stuff.
Good
I'll
job
probably
done.
try to.
I wanted to mention this as well. I'm going to be going to a speedrunning event in SoCal.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I wanted to invite you to.
Okay.
In March.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's the story behind the speedrun event?
I don't know if there's like a story, but
okay.
it's going on. Hold on, let me get the thing. It's called the Californiathon, which you can find at Californiathon. It's spelled exactly how you think it's going to be spelled. That will be March 25th through 27th at the Esports Arena.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
and if you want to put in a game, actually maybe it might be over now. No, until January 17th you can submit a game. I thought about doing Street Fighter 3 to speedrun it, but I'm not sure.
I've always wanted to do the EX one that I told you about.
Wouldn't that be cool to
the
do?
no pause skipping EX speedrun. I've always wanted to do that, but I just haven't sat down and researched it enough to be able to do it.
That's my problem with Third Strike too. Is I know that I can find things. I feel like there's so much more randomness in that than there would be in most potential speedruns. I feel like there's a big variance. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, but you can, if you're interested, it'll be on twitch.tv/Californiathon.
Okay.
But it's going to be in March, so it'll be a while away. I just was thinking about it because of AGDQ.
Okay.
They had a Diablo 2 speedrun. I was like, how do you do that?
Yeah, I know. I was about to say.
But, It was just like going through and beating, what's the dude's name? Bale at the end, or Ball. I always forget how you pronounce it, but I only played it a little bit myself. I'm no Diablo expert, but it was cool to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, anything else to talk about?
Not that I can think of right now. I guess again, just let us know if you prefer the. Did you just eat the whole core of the apple? Do you do that?
Yeah.
With the seeds?
Yeah.
You swallow the seeds, right? You don't crunch the seeds.
I just eat them, see what happens.
You know, I mean, obviously it takes many apple seeds. But
I'm aware that there's cyanide in apple seeds.
Can make you sick, yeah.
But it takes such a huge amount of apple seeds. That's how a horse does it. What a weird thing to say.
Oh, man.
Oh, is it arsenic? Not cyanide. I always forget. Whatever. There's some poison in there. It doesn't matter. It's such a tiny amount. It's not gonna. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I heard if you swallow them whole, then there's not a problem. It's only if you crunch the apple seeds and it's a problem.
I mean, I have to swallow. I have to chew them. I have a regular esophagus. It's not.
Yeah, but I mean, they're tiny. You can swallow them whole. I mean, because if you just swallow them whole, they come out the other side whole too. So, you know.
I just found one.
Don't chew it. Don't crunch it.
I'm gonna crunch it.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna crunch it.
Don't do it. No, no, no. We're gonna lose David.
I did it. Let's see what happens.
You crunched it. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's always been. I just don't want to waste. It's not. It's not even it. That's not even it. It's that I don't want to look for a trash can. That's the biggest reason. Two reasons. One is, I don't know. It's like what my parents did and my grandparents did, and it was like what we did. But I also just don't want to like go look for a trash can.
Just waiting for the moment for when.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop dead right now. I'm not gonna drop dead, James. It'll be all right.
Okay. The Chencho.
It's just I don't know. Why would you?
Like I didn't even know it was like edible like that.
It's
like,
just an apple, man.
Like
the inside of the apple is not so different. It basically tastes like apple. The only thing is, with the stem, if it comes with some big ol' honking stem, I'm gonna twist that off.
You don't eat the stem, huh?
I don't eat the stem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But then you gotta find a trash can.
If it's a normal size stem, like you normally find when you buy an apple from the store, I'll eat it because that's like some millimeters of stem.
Because
I can handle that.
An apple as well, you don't necessarily have to find a trash can. You could throw it on the grass. It's biodegradable. In fact, it'll probably help the grass grow.
If you want to start growing grass right there, then maybe we'll do that.
Oh, man.
No.
Oh, man.
No.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding.
It's the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of the end. All right. Okay.
All right, well, that's probably about it.
Okay.
There was something else that I wanted to mention. Oh, so with his DHCs that I'm putting out for... Anyway, with the DHEs that I'm doing with Kuroda and Third Strike, I've already recorded a couple more, but I don't want to all put them all up at the same time, so I'll probably put them out over a couple of weeks. Something I would like to do more often. You should get into doing that.
I do want to. It's just I just haven't had any
It takes an hour.
Yeah. Oh, well, also, I just never thought about what game I would do. I did one, remember? I did one for EX a long time ago, so... And I even said I was going to finish that video, and I never did, so...
Well, Acho put out... They regularly put out CVS 2, Alpha 3, Alpha 2...
Alpha 3 would be fun to do.
They do. There's a bunch of those.
I would love to do Alpha 3, except it would just be like, crouch cancel infinite time.
Yeah, but they fast forward.
Oh, they do? They actually cut through? Oh, sick. Okay. Now, I can do ST right now. I can do it for 6 hours straight in the middle of the night. Jesus.
Yeah, I thought about doing the co-op cup in the same way that you did for ST, but I just know I would not be able to stay up.
Okay. Dude, by the end of that ST thing, I was like, it was like Apu flying through the Quickie Mart.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even stay up for the co-op cup myself. Like, I went to sleep and watched it the next morning.
Right.
So.
Oh man. But yeah, Vampire Savior would be. I wanted to do that. I even talked to the U.S. players about that at one point. Like, give me some footage that I can do this for. But
yeah.
I just, man.
Go to Rotanabor stream and just
right.
Download it, right? I don't know.
I can ask them again. So.
Man, I know this MLG sweater is comfortable, but is it really hot in here? Or is it...
Actually, it's cold for me, so I guess it's working really well.
Yeah, I'm very hot all of a sudden.
Okay. All of a sudden?
I'm just trying to be a jerk. Yeah, that's probably about it. So probably back to regular schedule next week. I just couldn't make it last minute last night, unfortunately. But probably back to regular Tuesday.
Okay.
All
right, then. Thanks for tuning in, guys, on an unorthodox night, and we will be back next week on Tuesday. So,
okay.
Peace out.